Good afternoon, my Dollar General penny shoppers, specifically remodel penny shoppers, but a lot of this could also apply to regular penny shopping, I guess. So I wanted to do another top 10 video. This one's going to be the top 10 ways to get your remodel shut down. That's right. So, disclaimer, this is from my experiences, others' experiences. So all of this has actually happened, okay? It is not made up. It's not fictional. This is factual. And Dollar General can shut down a store at any time they feel like it for any reason. They don't have to have a reason, all right? So managers, they can shut down their store, period. And you guys need to understand that. We technically don't have a right to remodel pennies. If they want to close the store, they can close the store. And these are great ways for them to close the store. And it's all based off of our actions, penny shoppers' actions, that can basically ruin it for everybody at that remodel. So you really need to think these things through. So number 10, we'll be stashing the night before. Let's keep in mind that Dollar General has cameras everywhere, all right? And depending on the employees and the managers, they definitely watch cameras. So if you are caught stashing, then yes, you can be trespassed from the store. No ifs, ands, buts about it. And literally the police will come knocking at your door and tell you you are being trespassed from this store. And yes, I know somebody personally that has been trespassed from stores because they were stashing items once they came out and they were hidden until they pennied. They were trespassed. So stashing is not a smart way to go about it. And I think I've already made myself pretty clear on how I feel about stashing. It's just simply, if you're a real penny shopper, then you don't have to stash items. Okay? It's not hard to play hide and seek with yourself. All right. Number 9 would be blocking aisles. Anytime you make a decision in a remodel to do something that is going to cause other people to get upset, you are risking arguments, you are risking fights, and you are risking cops being called. And once cops are called, most likely the store is going to be shut down. So if you're not acting right, if you are upsetting people, if you are purposely blocking aisles where other people, depending on who they are, get upset or cause a scene, they're probably going to shut the doors. Number 8 would be asking the employees the night before or the week before, when is your store going to penny? Or in one case I've had in the last few months, a person literally told the employee the night before that all the items were going to penny the next day. This is not a smart idea. If you don't want your remodel to open, go for it. But if you want to get pennies, most of the time the employees do not know the items are going to penny. They know they're on sale. They know they're getting a remodel. They do not know there is going to be a flip on that Sunday. So if you give them that information, again, the manager has every right to just shut down the store and you'll never get through the door. Okay. Number 7, stealing from people's carts. Although I know some people, this is their job when they go into remodels. I'm not stupid. Other people aren't stupid. So when you have a group of people and say there's 4 of them and 3 of them are shopping, but the 4th one is just roaming, well, there you go. Yes, I call them skimmers because they are strictly there to wander around and grab stuff out of people's carts. If somebody causes a scene, they go to the management, hey, they're stealing from my cart, hey, they're stealing from everybody's carts. They will pull camera, and this is just another way for the manager to say, I don't want to deal with it, everybody get out. Next up would be lining up at the doors way too early. I have said this before. I will say it 5,000 times. You do not need to line up at the door at 1 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning. It's not smart. It is not smart. Red flag when an employee pulls in the parking lot, there's 20 cars. Okay, it's already a red flag. Most likely they are going to go in, they are going to get on the phone with the manager and ask what's going on. All right. And that can then cause them to open late because they're going to try to pull everything, or they're just not going to open at all. But in addition to that, when there are people standing outside, that's a whole new ball game, because you have to understand these employees have no clue what's happening. They pull into their store that there's never anybody standing by the door for any reason. And then suddenly there's 20 people standing outside the door. Depending on the employee, they're going to be scared. They're not even going to park. They're going to pull back out. They're going to call their manager and ask what's going on. This is going to cause the manager to check their emails and see all of these things pennied. So, one, again, they're going to choose not to open the store at all, or they're going to choose to open it late and try to pull as much as possible. But scaring the employees is a big way to get the store shut down. And you have to put yourself in their shoes. When I worked at Dollar General, if I would have rolled up at 7:45 and there were 20 people standing outside in a line, I wouldn't have known what to think. Am I getting ready to get jumped? Am I getting ready to get robbed, looted? And I mean, I was in a small town. So imagine the stores that are in not so great areas. Yeah, it's probably not a good feeling. So I cannot encourage people enough. And I do it here with so many shoppers. We literally do not line up until after the employee is inside. Okay? It's not hard to keep track of what number you were. It's not hard. Even if you put carts out or your bags out in line, fine. But if everybody could just act like a grown-up, we learned these things in kindergarten, okay? How to stand in line, how to keep your place in line, don't be a cutter. Again, it's really not that difficult to figure this out. And if you all would just figure this out on your own, you're going to have more chances of those doors opening versus you just made a 2-hour trip and you don't even make it in the door. That can be very difficult to handle. Okay. Next up, pushing, shoving, kicking when you're going through the door. I tell you, some of y'all are lucky you haven't caught a case yet, because I have been to a number of remodels where people literally are shoving, kicking, even children are in the line, and somebody shoved a child at one of them that I was at, and they're lucky Drea did not call the cops, because if you put your hands on anybody, they can make a report like that. And again, if the police get called in a remodel, then most likely the employee is going to be told by the manager to shut it down. And on top of it, you're catching a case because you shoved somebody or you shoved a child. Please try to use your noggins, all right? It's not rocket science. It's common sense. It's common courtesy. Okay. Next up, going to the back room to take penny items. This has happened a number of times, all right? I've been there when it's happened. I've heard about it when it's happened. You guys have no idea how many messages and calls that I get from people at remodels states away, hours away. District managers contact me. I have one that contacts me quite a bit that's in the northern part of the state. And they beg me to talk about this stuff. A lot of them have no problem with penny shoppers on remodel day. As long as you're not breaking the rules, as long as you're not causing drama. But if you go into a back room, automatically that's against the rules of the store. The back room It's for employees only. Period. Period. I don't know why people think they're entitled to go to the back room. I don't know why they think nobody's going to figure it out because there's cameras. And I guarantee somebody saw you walk into the back room. They're going to tell the employee and or the manager. They're going to check the cameras. So literally in the last couple months, there was a situation where the manager got so upset about this because the employee came in, saw the carts that they had pulled the night before. They contacted the law. They checked the cameras, confirmed who the people were. They actually went out in the parking lot and took pictures of the license plates of these two cars. And they contacted the police. So again, if you would like to catch a case over pennies, please do. Please go into that back room. But it's going to get you trespassed from the store. Most likely they're going to tell other stores in that area. You would not believe how much Dollar General, they share pictures of people from store to store that they think are stealing or they're going into back rooms. So your mug could be, I don't know, 20 different stores. They've got a picture of you and they're going to watch for you. It happens. It's already happened. And I'll go back to, if you are a good penny shopper, there is no need to go in the back room. I've never went in the back room, ever. You don't do it. Number one, and I want to say my most favorite, but also most mind-blowing way to get your remodel shut down. I can't even wrap my head around this one because it seems so out there. And the only words that come to mind are greedy, dishonest, no integrity. I mean, I just can't follow this one. This has happened twice in the last 4 months in Louisiana. No, I'm sorry. I apologize, Louisiana. This happened in Mississippi twice. One of which was just today. Okay? Today is March 8th or 9th. It's Sunday. 2 times in Mississippi, an employee has gotten to the store, looked at the people standing outside. Are you guys the remodel crew? And the shoppers say yes. The shoppers said yes. We're part of the remodel crew. So the employee walks in, everybody else walks in. Then the employee realizes, hold on a second, this can't be the remodel crew because they're filling bags with product. A remodel crew would be going in and changing things around or pulling things off the shelf like into boxes. They're definitely not going to be a bunch of middle-aged women and their husbands filling up IKEA bags. Oh my goodness. Like, do you guys not realize how wrong that is? And it's the quickest way to get your store shut down because as soon as the employee realizes this, what happens? They kick you all out. They kick you out. It's simple. You lied. You pretended to be part of a remodel crew and you are a shopper. So as soon as the employee realizes, they are going to kick you out. They're going to shut down the store. And so you got nothing. Absolutely nothing. When I've been in that situation and they have, are you part of the remodel crew? No, I'm just here to shop. Never would I think to say yes and go into that store under false pretenses. That's just, it's not smart. You may think it's smart, but who got the last laugh? Not you. And you didn't get any pennies. So you sat there for however many hours. You prepped for this remodel. You did all these things. You spent all this time. You spent gas money to get there. You lie, and then everything is taken away from you. When if you just would have done it in the right way, you would have went in at 8 a.m., you would have gotten your pennies, and you could have left. Stop pretending to be any part of Dollar General for a remodel, because they're going to close the doors on you and they're going to kick you out. Lying, cheating, stealing, I cannot express how much this is going to ruin your penny career. Yes, there are plenty of people that lie, cheat, and steal, but it's penny karma. And a lot of these people, why can't they get pennies at remodels? I never get pennies. I have to go in the back room to get pennies. Well, guess what? That's penny karma. You're not getting your pennies because you're not doing your research. You're not playing fair. And so penny karma is coming into play. So your time's going to run out. Don't lie, cheat, and steal. It's not going to do anything but get you on the bad side of the employees and the managers, and most likely get you trespassed from the store, or worse, picked up in a police cruiser. All right, do it right. Peace. Love, pennies.